Hi, my name is Adam Havrilla, and it is November, the time of gathering. We are going to make this really one-of-a-kind, unique gift that you can bring to a host, or you can have it for yourself. It completes that beautiful tablescape that you're creating. Let's go over what you will need for this project. You'll need a casserole dish. This is, I think, a 13 by 9, whatever one you like. I like one that's a little bit more themed to the holiday. A brick of floral foam. I always use Oasis floral foam. There's a difference between wet and dry foam, so make sure when you're asking you get the wet foam. You can get this at the stores, you can get this at a craft store. Pretty much anywhere flowers are sold, you'll be able to get a brick of this. Some water to soak it in, and then our flowers. The first thing we're going to do is take our brick. We're going to cut it when it's dry to fit into the vessel. Does not have to be perfect. We just really want to make sure that we have a great water source like so, and this will keep the flowers hydrated and also keep them in place. With floral foam, you want to make sure that you let the foam soak down like this naturally. What you don't want to do is you don't want to pour water over the top, and you don't want to push it into water. Because once the exterior gets wet, the interior will no longer get wet. Does that make sense? Hope it makes sense. So if it's going down slowly, it naturally takes care of itself. Now that I've soaked it, it's ready to go. Just put it in. This is also great if you leave some space around it so you can add water so it has a beautiful water source. When designing this one, we want to make sure the flowers are staying flat to the vessel because we don't want them to come up. We want it to look like a dish of food. So let's start with our biggest flowers, the lily. Let's put that right in. This is a good time to talk about when do you pick up the flowers. If it has a lily or an Austrameria, something that needs to open, pick up your bouquet a good 2 to 3 days ahead of time and let it open up before you start this design. Because do you see the difference of, if this was closed, it would look just like this bud. But since it's open, it fills it in quite a bit more. So we're gonna have our lily there, and these gorgeous marigolds. Love these. Let's balance it on the other side. I will tell you a trick that I use with marigolds. I take another stem and I push it in so that way I can put the marigold right into its place. Because they can be a little flimsy. And it works perfectly. Next, we're going to use our sunflowers. And you notice that I've already started this angle movement, right? We want those lines, we want to have some drama in it. Now we're going to take the laterals of our gorgeous red daisies off. And we're going to cut these short and create a pattern around. Keeping in that same line movement, that diagonal movement. You can lift up the lily petals gently and put a little bud underneath. So I have 3 on that side. I'm going to balance it on this side. Some more. Then I'm going to put little pockets of them on either side. How gorgeous and rich are these colors? Absolutely my favorite autumnal colors. Next, we're gonna add the stock, and let's do the same thing what we just did with the daisies. Let's pop these off. And we can put these right around. They can dance above the other flowers a little bit, just not a lot. You don't want them up like this. Just a tiny bit will make a big difference for you. Let's give a little height to the marigolds. Okay, now we have our gorgeous hypericum. If your stem is like this, let me pull the foliage off so you can see. If you have a stem that has flowers here and flowers at the bottom, let's go ahead and cut these off. And so we have a lot more insertions to utilize. So these, let's cut that again. Beautiful green berry. Let's do little clusters of these guys all around. And I always take the foliage off of hypericum. The foliage really does not hold well. The berries will hold so long, but this foliage tends to dry out rather quickly. So go ahead and make sure you remove all of that. Again, if you're going to put something under the lilies, make sure you're being delicate. Look beautiful. I think it's such a great take on centerpiece for Thanksgiving or any kind of gathering you may have. Beautiful. Now we're going to trim it in this beautiful gold metallic ruscus. So we're going to want pieces cut to be about like that. Nothing goes to waste. And we are just going to put these to cover the mechanics on the outside, but also to add a little bit of shimmer on the exterior. We're going to go around and add these guys. So my inspiration for this design was when you go to somebody's home and they say, don't bring anything, we're going to take care of it all. Those are type A personalities, and that is myself, so I fully understand you if you're watching this. I get it. But if they're told not to bring anything, you're going to get there with a bouquet of flowers that will get pushed to the side because the table is full of casserole dishes, right? There's no room for that. However, if you bring a centerpiece and a casserole dish, it fits perfectly on the table amongst all the other stuff. How unique and how perfect is that for the setting? And then the person hosting the party gets to keep the dish afterwards. It's the perfect hostess gift. This goes amazing for any holiday. But Thanksgiving is all about the food on the table, so let's make the flowers shine as well. Look how beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? You see all the lines, the diagonals, the color, saturation. And then what we're gonna add on is just, I got these beautiful gold utensils, matches the ruscus perfectly. And I'm just going to lay them on the side like so. Just to give it that final, this is a floral food, although don't eat it, but like a floral food kind of imagination. This is our look, and my table is filthy, and I'm sorry, it drives me nuts too. But anyway, all right. I hope you guys like this. Have a great holiday. Remember to like and subscribe. Send me images of what you're doing. I love to see what's happening out there, and we will see you next month.